And our next guest knows a few things or two about the draft. Heisman Trophy winner, first-round draft pick, and now ESPN analyst Desmond Howard is here. Desmond, first of all, thanks for joining me. Let's start with just the general take. What stuck out to you about last night's draft?
Wow. I say, let me see. First of all of the kids last night that got drafted, they're all winners because they all wanted to play in the NFL, and to get drafted, especially in the first round, is not only a privilege, it's an honor. So I thought that all the kids were winners. You saw some guys went places where we didn't think they would go. Obviously, Justin Fields, he actually went to Chicago. People were trying to figure out who the 49ers were going to pick at the third spot. They actually selected Trey Lance from North Dakota State. So we had some surprises. I think that, Joe Tryon, Washington kid, edge rusher, he didn't even play in 2020, and he ends up going to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. You're talking about a guy who didn't play a year ago, opted out, and goes in the first round to the Super Bowl defending champs, the team that just returned all 22 starters from a year ago. So you had guys like that who I don't think people are talking about a lot, but I think that's a winner for me.
Now, last year's draft was completely virtual. How important do you think it was to see people back in person, to have fans there, and especially for the players being drafted?
It was very important. First and foremost, I'm from Cleveland, born and raised here, so just to have the draft here was very exciting for the city. All of my friends and family, it's all they've been talking about for weeks and weeks. So to be able to have it here and then to have fans on site, I was talking to one of my co-hosts, Kirk Herbstreit, and just the sound of fans. It's something that we miss. It's like, man, just listen to that. We haven't heard that in a long time. So to have fans present, to be able to see the commissioner hug some of the kids who were selected last night, all of that was a win-win for everybody.
And you tweeted yesterday wishing luck to DeVonta Smith. He's the first wide receiver to win the Heisman since you did back in '91. So why do you think he's so special, and how do you think he'll do in Philly?
Wow, how much time do you have? I mean, this young man, I could just go on and on about this young man. He first of all, he's very humble. He's a hard worker. He's one of those guys who he's been doubted since, he was a little kid playing football, and he just took it personally. He always wanted to just prove the doubters wrong. And even going into the draft, people are saying, well, maybe he's too small because he's 6'1", about 170 pounds. So he has a slender build. But when you watch him, if that's the only thing you have to say about him that's negative, then I think he's doing pretty well. Because when you watch him on tape, he jumps out at you. Like you said, he's the first wide receiver to win the Heisman since 1991. Can you imagine? We've had guys put up all sorts of crazy numbers, but DeVonta, not only did he win the Heisman, he swept every award that he was nominated for. He's an incredible talent, humble, extremely dedicated, hard worker to his craft. They got a superstar.
And he's got a big fan, it sounds like, at least one at ESPN. So tell me, sources tell ESPN that reigning NFL MVP Aaron Rodgers is apparently unhappy. He doesn't want to return to Green Bay. So do you think he'll leave, and if so, for where?
No one knows where he's going to go. No one knows that at all. This just broke yesterday. We knew that he potentially was unhappy, and rightfully so, because a year ago in the 2020 draft, the Green Bay Packers, they drafted Jordan Love, who's a quarterback, plays Aaron's position. But not only did they draft him, but they traded up to draft him, and they didn't even make Aaron Rodgers or his agent aware that they were going to do that. So just imagine sitting there watching the draft like, yeah, you know what, man, we're this close to getting to the Super Bowl. All we need is an offensive weapon, somebody to help the offense out, and we can get there. And you're watching TV, and they draft your replacement. Not only do they draft him, they trade up to get him. It was the ultimate slap in the face to Aaron Rodgers. So, I think that has stewed for over a year. He didn't let it affect his game, though. He went out and won most valuable player of the league. But then, he has a little leverage. He's probably like, yeah, I think I'm good. I just hosted Jeopardy. I did an outstanding job. I don't think I want to go back there and deal with you people because of the way you've treated me.
Yeah. Everyone wants to work somewhere where they're wanted. And Desmond, for time's sake, we're going to do a little lightning round for you. Are you ready?
Shoot.
All right. Which quarterback will have the better career, Justin Fields or Mac Jones?
Oh, wow. I think Mac Jones is set up to have a better career because he's at a better place.
Okay. Who should have been drafted yesterday that wasn't?
Who should have been drafted yesterday that wasn't? This is a lightning round, huh? These are like tough questions for a lightning round.
I didn't write them.
Who should have been drafted that wasn't? That's. I don't know. I think that. That's a good question. I don't have anybody I shouldn't. I think everybody was drafted went where they should have gone. So I don't have an answer for that.
All right,
I'm sorry.
they did a good job last night.
Yeah,
That's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's an acceptable answer.
Yeah, I think they did a good job.
How many more years or decades will Tom Brady play?
I give it 2 more years.
And would you sit in Roger Goodell's leather love seat after all those Jets fans did?
Why you say Jet? Do you say Jet fans? Is that what you said, the Jet fans?
This.
What
right,
you got against the Jets fans?
Oh,
Other
me
fans
nothing.
sat
My
there
producer,
too, right?
on the other hand, but we're literally showing a bunch of Jets fans sitting in them in a rotation, and this was written by my producer Josh, who's a hater.
Okay. Yeah. I had nothing against the Jets. I was sitting in that seat. Yeah.
Desmond Howard, thanks for joining us, and thanks for being a great sport. It's great to talk to you.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
And you can watch more of the NFL Draft starting tonight at 7 Eastern at ABC and ESPN.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.